Hi everybody! In this devlog we take a look at progress done from previous video and how I prepared for indie game showcase and how it went. I have noticed on Facebook that Slovenia Games will host indie showcase at which hobby and indie developers could present their games in development to public. I have seen perfect opportunity for my game to be presented to the public in early stage of development, to see people's first impressions and what they think about it. In meantime, until event, I have tried to make as much as I could to place objects on the map and to make some playable content. Since I'm using desktop PC for developing, I need to make game run well also on my old laptop, because the event had two things that needed to be met if I want to represent my game: to have stable build and device to represent it on. At first, when I ran my build on laptop, the game was not that smooth, because this laptop was not meant for gaming. Graphics card could not handle so much rendering, especially in very dense areas, such as those where the containers, which was showing as little freezing and lagging. As event was intended for hobbyists and in small scope inside a library, I didn't want to take all my PC setup to event. I started some optimizing on graphics side. I first tried to change camera from Unity default frustum culling to occlusion culling. This is what camera renders in front of itself, but it didn't make that much of a difference. Then I made containers with less vertices, from 1600 to 1300. This was better, but not that much, since not even half of all planned containers were placed at this time. Then I tried LOD, or level of detail. With this, we are switching between models with different number of vertices as camera moves further away from object. First, I used decimate modifier inside Blender to get lower resolution model out of a main one. But result, in this case, was not that good, because I originally used low poly style. So I manually made a lower resolution model, and result was lower vertex count, and from further distance model shape looks almost the same. We don't need to show all details of an object from further distances, as using camera frustum, it also renders objects that we do not see but are in the same direction as we are looking. So with LOD group, we are switching between group of models of an object, and in one point object gets cooled. That means that object is no longer rendered by camera. With this, we are saving graphics power, and it is a very common method used in games. I also made a cover poster. Using game editor, I placed camera at desired angle for nice screenshot, exported picture and added some text in Inkscape. The final result, printed on paper, was really great. Since player drives a car, it is really easy to roll over or get stuck while driving. For that, I have been thinking of the way how to free a player. I got idea to lift and correct rotation of the car. It turns out to be a great and easy way to help release from stuck situations in most cases. In my opinion, a lot of people have come to the event, around 50 visitors, since it was totally free hobby event. No big hype, and organizers have put a lot of volunteer work to make it possible, and event was posted only on Facebook and Discord. Throughout entire event, I noticed that most of the time somebody was playing my game, which was a sign that my game attracted people, while some other games did not have that much of interest. The positive feedback from people was: cool idea, controls are intuitive, nice art style, action and 3D game, key bindings, map design, amazed that it's a solo project. And the negative feedback? Driving is not predictable, hard to turn and control. Shooting is hard to see, minimap is missing, player dies too fast from police, hard to fight the police since firing is only front placed, Not much to do when free missions are over. No traffic, no use of money. Overall, people liked my game and idea. Their reactions and comments from last videos on YouTube have given me a great energy that game has potential and that I should just keep on going. Game now includes roads. I think they really blend with other objects, especially because of a low poly look and same color palette. We have different types, one way and two lane, also different width of road. I really like road lane direction markings, which gives that nice touch. On the intersection, I made and tested a road sign, which is made of two parts, like in real world, so destruction is possible. Map now includes new objects, such as two types of jersey barriers, two canopies, reflector building, 3 other buildings, and more warehouses. I have upgraded Unity engine from 2021 to 2022 to keep things updated. With new update, I got a new feature that I like. That is LOD crossfade, to keep smoother transaction between meshes of LOD group. For future updates, I'm really excited to try HDR display output for PC and object blur motion. With new update, Unity is now showing errors for reflection effect of water, so I temporarily disable that option. Last improvement that I made was shadow render quality. Before, shadows had less quality and were more blurry. They are mostly noticeable around the player. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you like this devlog. Thanks for watching.